Hi, and welcome to Rainbow Shelter News. I managed to mess around with my camera settings before the show, and I may or may not be able to get them back. And of course, Ozma in the Dark still utilizing she, they pronouns for world domination. And Christy's back.
Hi, I'm Christy, Abbey. I'm still exploiting she, her for world domination.
Wahaha. The secret goal of all trans people, world domination. And before I get into the trans news, obviously, yesterday, Derek Chauvin was convicted on all 3 charges. And I care about this because I live in Minnesota, so this affects me because the National Guard might go away sooner. And I'm sick of seeing National Guard, and I don't even go out much.
I was on my therapist when I got the alert, so.
Yeah, I was watching it live. My roommate mentioned that they were going to, do the verdict. And so it's just like, well, I have to watch it now. Now that I know the verdict's coming up soon.
I watched the 4 o'clock before the 4 p.m. Eastern. Republicans hating on other Republicans show on MSNBC, which is fun.
Yeah.
So deadline White House. So I got the alert for that. I record it, so I generally don't watch it until after we do all this stuff. But yeah, so I did watch it actually from opening because I've been skipping most of the trial.
Yeah.
And yeah, guilty on all 3 counts. Who would have figured?
Yeah, with the rate that police don't get charged with anything, or very little, and very rarely get charged. It's nice to see things like this happen. Now, naturally, there's potential for this to go either way. Obviously, the other 3 officers who are being charged with the thing where you assist a crime.
Sure. Just ask me and a word blows out of my head.
I know. I had just for whatever reason, all my brain can think of is accountability, and that's not the word I was thinking of.
Accomplice,
yes. The 3 accomplices who are being charged, or the 3 people who are being charged as accomplices to the murder that Derek Chauvin committed, because it was murder. The jury decided that yesterday. So anyone saying it's not murder is wrong if they care about the judicial system.
As soon as you said it in those words, I'm like, there was a song that started with that. It was murder, the jury said.
But yeah, they'll be charged in their trial's going to be going on, I want to say, in August, and obviously Derek Chauvin's in 8 weeks is when we'll find out the sentencing. So we'll find out if he will end up with a pitiful 2 weeks or upwards of 40 years in prison.
Yeah.
And that'll affect things. But also, if we will get to see if this trial sets a precedent for police officers being charged for the crimes that they commit. Like, obviously, my instinctive bet is that it's not, but you know, every once in a while, every once in a while, I get surprised, like when he was charged with those crimes and convicted. Sophia says you look nice, by the way.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, we must sadder news. Apparently, at least 4 teens have attempted suicide after Arkansas bans trans youth from getting health care. Because there are consequences to that action, and it's the health and well-being of the children that they claim to care about.
I'm very sad for them. I'm very I'm glad that they didn't accomplish it.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And one of the fallouts from that, I don't know if you read ahead at all, but the trans bills in many of the states are going away.
Yeah, which is a good thing.
Florida, arguably the worst, is going away.
Yeah. I've got my eye on you, Tennessee. I'm concerned that you might stick with doubling down, although there's pressure against that as well. And yeah, his in other depressing news, 2 years after a teen died by suicide after being bullied for being gay. If his family filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the district. So hopefully they can get some amount of closure. I realize that won't bring people back, but this isn't all bad news, by the way. Not all the news is bad, but it sucks. And obviously Oklahoma also doesn't help. It's actually been not the best week for trans news, which sucks. I'm sorry you had to walk back on this. I mean, like, I'm sorry the time you came back happened to be when a bunch of depressing stuff happened. Oh shit, are you... Oh god damn it. Did Zoom, like, break on me? Oh, god damn it. Sorry about the technical difficulties. This has been a bad luck day. Okay, you're reconnecting, so yeah. I can't tell what's going on because I've got a weird thing, a problem with my screen. I'm going to force close and send a new link. Sorry. Da, 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 da. Or wait, is it the same link? 1 second. Okay, sent the link. Sorry about all the technical difficulties, which I have no control over. Hopefully, Christy can show up back here. I don't know why all the technical difficulties are on my end, but that is the sort of day this is, apparently. So, naturally, transphobia is still a thing in Oklahoma. Apparently a trans woman was denied her COVID vaccine because she had quote-unquote mismatched ID. Shock. It's almost like some of those people in Oklahoma kinda assholes. Just kind of. And now I'm realizing that I'm doing little hand gestures that can't be seen. But that is its own thing. Okay, so at least she was able to get vaccinated after the state health department stepped in. But that also required LGBTQ advocacy. So in the end, it was kind of okay, but like, it's not cool. Not cool. Not cool, Oklahoma. I'm gonna share screen until Oh, is screen sharing not working properly? God damn it. Don't make me. Oh god. Okay. Well, apparently that doesn't work either. So, once again, that's this episode's how this episode's going to be. Gay teen was suspended for wearing nail polish, and apparently won a case with regards to the high school dress code, which is good because they finally fucking got the dress codes that against guys wearing nail polish. It's kind of bullshit. Like, lots of gay people, you know, or lots of straight people wear nail polish. Like, it's not a big deal. At least the school board committee was willing to over in Texas high school was able to get that whole bullshit revoked. So that is at least welcoming news. Now, slightly more mixed feelings about this next story. Oh, really? God damn it. Hold on, let me... Oh, my video's working now. It's still choppy, which I foolishly tried to fix. What? Just wanted to make sure that people couldn't see the links. Da, 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 da. Okay. Da, da, da. Keep that up and try to make sure that all of this goes better. I am going to try not to say it's one of those days too often, but it's one of those days. Sophia, I should be good regardless. I feel a little bit better about all of this than I did, I think. Oh shit. Yeah. I got distracted for a second. No. Okay, Christy is solved. Oh my god. I am so sorry about that, Christy. Okay, Christy is solved. Oh my god. I am so sorry about that, Christy.
That's okay. I've kicked you out before, so I know how to.
Well, yeah, you should probably if you're watching the stream, you should probably mute it.
Nope, I stopped.
Okay. Yeah, so so here is the I don't know so two men are being charged and under arrest and facing murder charges after allegedly targeting trans women. It's with relation to what seemed like a serial killing. Although, you know, I don't know the details of it, and it's written in relation to the two North Carolina deaths that occurred. Jada Peterson and Remy Fennell.
Yeah.
And I'm always suspicious about, well, not always, but like I'm suspicious sometimes when they arrest black men too quickly.
Yeah, well, there is that, isn't there?
Yeah. Although these two people might have done it as well. I don't know. I don't know enough to say. But
Yeah, I know very little about this case, so it's kind of...
Yeah, and not a lot has been reported at this point in time. I mean, these arrests came about 3 days ago, so it's not like super well known. So once we find out more, we can know if this is racist bullshit or if this is something which will prevent the death of more trans women, especially in North Carolina.
It could be both.
Yeah, it could also be both.
Or neither. I don't know. I have literally no comment on this. We had because there's such a big trans community in where I live, a few years ago we did have somebody targeting trans people, mostly for not murder reasons. And they did catch him fairly quickly.
Okay. Well, we can cross our fingers.
Mm-hmm.
That said, it's the nice thing about starting to have a few more famous people who are trans. Well, sometimes they speak out, because Elliot Page takes aim at cruel anti-trans movement by state lawmakers. Basically, Elliot is fighting for trans kids.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I did see that. I mean, he was an LGBTQ activist before, and now he's just stepping up in this area of interest now.
Yeah.
I remember a couple of years ago on Colbert, he was talking about trans kids and feminism. Somebody in the audience booed her, and she basically went to town. Pretty interesting.
Yeah, and at least we know that the Republicans, once again a reminder, the Republicans aren't really supporting the people, because only 29% of Republicans support a bill that prohibits transgender student athletes from joining sports teams that match their gender identity. That's how out of touch the GOP is.
And all of them have Twitter accounts. all 29% have Twitter accounts. and my tag.
Yeah, it's just fucking absurd.
Yeah, it's actually roughly, weirdly enough, public opinion polls, it's better in England, even though they have the turf island.
Yeah,
it's just politics are bad, and here in the US the politics are like, okay, all these states just tried to pass anti-transgender stuff, and they just basically got either quietly shut it down like Florida and North Carolina, or they just shut it down like in Kansas and Montana.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, which is the Florida thing is good that they shut down, because passing a bill requiring some girls to undergo genital inspection for school sports is it's asking for child rapists to use an excuse to have a legal excuse to grope children.
There is that.
So I am glad that got like shot down. Unfortunately, correct me if I'm wrong, because to my knowledge, Arizona, Tennessee, Alabama, and North Dakota are the 4 states that have actually passed, and I assume they've all stuck with it.
That seems right. Kansas did, but the governor vetoed it.
Yeah, which that was good.
They don't have enough to override it.
Yeah. Yeah, always fun. Unfortunately, regardless of laws, there are still students who, will laugh and cheer while tearing down a pride flag.
Yeah, I saw that. Did you? Can you put up the video?
Yeah, I'll see if I can get sharing. Wait, let me move stuff around slightly.
This boy's in big trouble.
Yeah.
I don't know if he knows that, or he probably does now.
Let's.
I know it was Utah. It was Utah, right?
Yeah, it was Utah.
I know it was Utah, and there.
Oh wait.
There's a strange thing there, and no, that wouldn't have flown there, even there.
Okay, so I need to wait. Why? Okay, why do all forms of it? Okay, I look. The technical stuff hates me today. I'll figure out how to do it better.
Put up and press the play.
Well, you mean, yeah, I can still do the thing. I can still share it vocally. I just can't share the video.
Oh, it won't let you start it?
Well, no, it's fine with letting me start it. I just mean I can't share screen. I can't figure out how to share screen and stream it. Because, look, today has been a technical nightmare.
I don't understand what you mean, but I'll just go fine. Put up the still at least.
Well, okay. Wait. There is another way to do this. I don't know why I didn't do this before. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. It's less complicated. I might be overthinking things. I'll just do this, and then, okay. Now people can see it. Yeah. That happened. Fuck that noise. Actually, now a part of me just wants to... Fuck. No. You know what? I'm not gonna change more stuff last minute. Just tell me if you want me to play something, and I'll do the same thing I just did. I just like I said, tonight's been a technical nightmare and whatnot. But yeah, you mentioned the kid's in so much trouble.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
Last I saw, he was up for expulsion.
Yeah. You know what? It's kind of a nice change, because when I was in high school, a kid, there's a soccer tradition of like the soccer team wearing dresses if they won like a major thing, and one of the kids got in trouble for wearing a dress in the school. So it's a nice change for someone to get expelled for tearing down a pride flag. I like that a lot better than a kid getting suspended for wearing a dress, which legally he shouldn't have been suspended, but not a lot of people knew that, and I don't know how much the law was enforced.
Yeah.
So, in other news, Texas mom Amber Briggle wants to flee the state because of the GOP bills to try to get rid of taking care of trans kids that you love. Your kid that you love.
Yeah, that was the intent of the bill in the first place.
Yeah.
To make all the trans kids go away.
Yeah, and yeah, it's bullshit, and it's horrible, and it's heartbreaking, because not everyone's going to be able to move away.
Yeah.
And that means their parents who might go to jail, or there's certain things that might not get there are certain transitions which might not get mentioned, and they'll have to hide the fact that their kid is transitioning, because that'll happen. Parents will be arrested for taking care of their kid.
It's very Gattaca, isn't it? I mean, I think Kai Shepley said it best. We're tired of begging adults to make good choices.
Yeah.
I mean, the Texas bill will get struck down.
That's good, but it's still awful that it was even brought up in the first place.
Yeah, I'm just looking long view, because I've gone through this already.
Yeah.
With gay rights.
Yeah.
Throughout. And
yeah, no, this push is the last push. This is the dying push of an extremist idea of being against trans and any LGBTQ rights. They're pushing because they know they're losing, so they're so much more motivated to try to stop it, do everything they can to stop it, because they can't seem to stop it any other way. So, I mean, that's fair to have the long-term view. Interesting long-term view. Overseas, off in the wonderful island, turf island of United Kingdom, where I hear Prince Philip is still dead.
Prince Philip is still dead.
But gay former extremist Calon Robinson says leaving the far right was like escaping a cult. And that's kind of true of a lot of conservative, overly conservative teachings, I feel like, because a lot of it's about lies and manipulation. And the people who end up in these are oftentimes being lied and manipulated to working against their own best interests.
I don't know if you heard that because it was very loud in here, but the first flock of geese.
I did not.
It's. I mean, Britain's going through roughly the same, although they don't have as many protections, so it's easier to. I mean, again, we went through this before.
Yeah.
I'm old enough for the, there goes the neighborhood argument for black people.
Yeah. Don't get me started on redlining. That still elements of that are still in place, but that's a whole nother story, which I did not look up all the information on. That said, on Northern Ireland banned conversion therapy with overwhelming support. That's right, England. Just fucking ban conversion therapy. Scotland wants to do it. Northern Ireland did it, and what the fuck are you doing, England?
They're being England.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that.
Yeah, I mean. One of the biggest problems I see in England is I was listening to an interview with John Oliver, and he said about the fairness doctrine in England, the way it's applied is such a mealy-mouthed way to not stand for anything.
Yeah.
And
that's what the BBC are doing.
Yeah. And it's...
Well, I mean, it's the centrist stuff with them, where it's just like, oh, we're listening to both sides, but also we have hate groups on our channel.
Yeah, and, I mean, Abbey Thorne is considering moving to New York. I don't blame her. Because it's so difficult there.
Yeah. And Boris Johnson is not helping.
Boris Johnson and helping never belong in the same sentence.
Yeah. Naturally. Look, I mean, he's spending upwards of 750k pounds, the government he is, to target sexist bullying and rape culture in schools, months after axing crucial funding to protect LGBTQ children from bullying. It's almost like they don't care about LGBTQ bullying of LGBTQ children. It's almost like they don't care about those children. They just care about the white cis-het children.
Yep.
And it also doesn't help that the LGBT Alliance has been registered as a charity in England and Wales, which should be a joke. This should be an Onion article. Unfortunately, it's real, because holy fuck. God damn it, England. Just try not to be the fucking worst. You're not supposed to beat America like that.
Isn't the National Front also registered as a charity?
Yeah, for some reason they might have a thing against the National Front, but not this.
No, I mean, I'm pretty sure it is listed as a charity.
think so. God, I hope not.
I've given up hope. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, Sophia didn't think so, but, yeah. Well, we'll get into that when, if need be. Well, you're looking it up, but I didn't immediately find stuff, so we can leave that as a maybe things are the worst. Oh, wait, you found something?
Yeah, they're listed as a political party.
Yeah. I knew that.
Which effectively is the same.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. And yeah, fuck England. And also, fuck the two men who beat a man for being gay in Basingstoke, England, because of course that happened. Yeah, fuck all that shit.
Yeah. At least I like that there's pushback from actual charities and humanitarian organizations. So
yeah,
taking Dawkins' humanitarian award away was cool.
Yeah, we were gonna get to that at the end. But yes, way to spoil it. No, I'm just kidding. That's not like it.
Oh, I thought that was near the end. I thought we were at the end.
No, there's I want to mention the Sarah Sultana basically was criticizing the government for using transphobia and racism to divide communities.
Yeah. Well.
And other labor bullshit, because labor has not pushed back.
No, they haven't, and it's distressing.
Yeah, and although Chechnya, anti-LGBTQ leaders could face crimes against humanity charges over gay torture camps. So, hopefully.
While we're at it, take fucking Matt Gaetz to The Hague.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
And Louis Gohmert.
Yeah, and finally, Richard Dawkins does lose his Humanist of the Year award, which is, can I just say?
Hey, it was at least he didn't, bullshit his way out of it. I mean, if you remember J.K. Rowling, she was about to lose hers and she gave it back. Or they could, you can't fire me, I quit.
Yeah.
So
always the professional way to do things. Can't fire me, I quit.
So no, I don't know what happened with him. Or if this was already a thing that we just never noticed. So goody, he's on the side of the creationists. Lovely.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're back, by the way, Christy. And Christy will be showing up in the pre-record as well this Sunday, where we talk with Christy Winters.
Yes, I'm sorry I was a little short today. Just I'm
Yeah, well, technical difficulties were destroying me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong with Zoom, or if Zoom is just starting to fall apart on me. But
well, I spent the last few weeks mostly nonverbal, so
yeah.
That's been, so I'm still getting used to like talking and all again.
Yeah.
I fade on the pre-record. You'll see me, if you actually pay attention, you'll see me fade out several times.
Yeah, and by the way, just to mention, Calon wasn't feeling well. She will be back next week probably, and you can always check her out on her channel, Calon something. It's down below. I am terrible with her last name, and Christy's channel can always be checked out.
I want to answer a question that somebody asked me, which is kind of, I'm surprised nobody asked it sooner. About hairspray. To be perfectly honest, my hair is Velcro. I brush it and it stays where I put it. This is what it is. There is no product in here at all.
Yeah.
No hairspray, nothing. Just I wet it, brush it, and it's done.
Yeah, my hair gets curlier if I wet it or whatnot. Which is why my hair is so straight. It's never wet. But yeah, and if you enjoyed this content, like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the notification bell, and please take good care of yourself, and that includes you too, Christy. Not just the audience. And have a wonderful day, and I hope things go better in the future as well.
Yes.
Because we're always trying to take one step forward.
Absolutely.
Bye.